Okay, Year 9s, welcome back to this week's lessons, video lessons. This should be the last week that I have to do these because I should be back in school. So for the last 2 weeks of term, we may well be starting a new project, but I'll let you know obviously when I come back into school. This is where you should have got with this perfume bottle design project last week. You should have developed some ideas, okay, and changed every design very slightly every time you do something, and it could be, as I said to you last week, it could be more than one change. If you didn't get this done last week, you need to make that your priority today. Get this bit done. I will give Mr. Watts the video again just in case you want to see how I did all of this, so I will post that again. What you then need to do is this, which is just, it looks a bit of a mess, and I'll tell you why you're going to do this. I started to think about the name of the scent, body spray, perfume, whatever you want to call it, and you know that in the past I've been using the word city, and I started to think about, right, how am I going to do city? And I started doing lettering experiments, and I thought, no, this I don't like this name. So what I've started to do, and I'm going to ask you to do exactly the same thing in your work, is to do, just zoom out a bit, is to do a sheet that looks like this with lots and lots of different names on, because I really didn't like that, and I thought I can think of a better name. And what I started to do, I started up here, and I started to think about names of perfumes that are already out there, stuff that you can already buy. So Lynx Africa, Paco Rabanne, Yves Saint Laurent, which is abbreviated to YSL, Pour Homme, which is obviously French, Dior is also French, Pour Homme, I think that might be Jean-Paul Gaultier who makes that one. But for other inspiration, whatever floats your boat, I started writing down Formula One names, because obviously the drivers in Formula One come from all over the world. They've got some quite cool names. So there was Ayrton Senna, Fangio, Perez, Rosberg, Hulkenberg, Lando Norris. I could go on and on and on. Then I started thinking about Strictly, love Strictly. So I started writing down some of the names from the Strictly contestants, which is in here. Then I started writing down footballers' names. Then I started writing down Star Wars names. Then I started to write down female pop star names. And I want you to do exactly the same thing, and just write stuff down. But try and do it like I've done. Try and make it, don't just write, just make it into a presentation. Make it into a design sheet, which is what this is. I've just done lots of little doodles and logos and things as I've been writing names down. And right down in the corner here, I'm writing down things that I really like the sound of. Giovanni, Fangio, Sergio keeps cropping up, and I really quite like that as a name. That would be quite a cool name, I think, for a body spray, perfume, whatever. But that's what you've got to do. The other ones that I was jotting down as I was doing this, the Solo came from Han Solo, Fangio from the Formula One, Dua Lipa, really like that as a name. That could be good. Joe Sugg, who was a contestant on Strictly last year. I just thought that was quite a cool name. Actually, you could do something with that. But you've got to brainstorm this. You've got to just get stuff down on paper and then look at what you've got and think, oh, that'd be good. And it's all about thinking. This is a process, a design process that you're working through. Okay, so have a go at creating a sheet like this, and you can probably see I wrote down here, this took me 30 minutes. If it took me 30 minutes, it's going to take you at least that long, if not a bit longer. Go and give it a go. Plain paper. Make it presentable, make it interesting. See what you can come up with.